These are the 5 things you're going to want to do before Season 2 drops in Black Clover Mobile. So starting off, we have clearing patrol stages to get the patrol stage stars. And the reason you're going to do this is going to be for all of these rewards here, mainly for the rewards at the very end, as you can get a Bond gift selection box. And the reason why you're going to want these is, if I go ahead and look at using them, you can take any gift box of attacker, supporters, debuffers, defenders, or healers. And considering we're having 2 absolutely fantastic DPS characters coming out very, very soon, you're going to want these to then be able to give to them, so then you can level them up as quickly as you possibly can to then go into things like arena and absolutely dominate as much as you possibly can, and also as quickly as you possibly can. And then there are, of course, a bunch of the skill upgrade materials, which I'll also get onto in a little bit, but these are also very, very fantastic for you to get as well. So the second thing you're going to do whilst preparing for Season 2 is going to be farming as much attack gear as you possibly can, as this attack gear set is going to be the gear set that both Noelle and Julius are going to want to have the most, as it's going to give them the most damage bonuses as you possibly can have. And then you can farm for the Ancient Mage's relics as well. That gear set is also really, really good. And the reason why you're going to want to farm these, as the upcoming characters of Julius and Noelle are magic attack based. So the 2 pieces you're going to be wanting to look for is the Ominous Whip and the Ominous Crystal, and you're going to be wanting the magic attack main stat, as both Julius and Noelle are going to be based pretty much completely around using high amounts of magic attack in order for them to do damage. So in order for you to absolutely maximize and max out all of your upcoming characters like Noelle and Julius, who are going to come out, which I'm sure pretty much everyone's going to get when they do come out in Season 2, then you're going to want to be able to be as prepared as you possibly can. So to do this, you're going to want as many blue characters as you possibly can in order to beat this red gear dungeon, and this is the very, very, very free-to-play team that I've been using, apart from Lotus, of course, but I re-rolled for him, so this is a completely pretty much free-to-play team. And yeah, so you're going to want to make sure you're also building any blue characters that you might have already missed, so then you can go ahead, do this stage, and then by the time Julius comes out, you can put Julius into this team to make it a lot easier, but you're still going to want to be able to farm this gear dungeon ahead of time, so you can actually make him as strong as you possibly can. So then also, to maximize all of the characters coming out in Season 2, you're going to want to be able to pre-farm a bunch of talent materials, especially ones from all of the attack talents, as the increased magic attack one and also the battle frenzy one, increasing crit rate, are going to be the ones that you're going to probably be using the most on Julius and Noelle. So you're going to want to be able to have all that stuff ready, and if you even want to, if you've already got the engraved stones as well, you can go ahead and pre-farm until you've done all 6 of the attack talents, then you can go ahead and put your engraved stone in to get even more stats as well as farming the actual blue talent wheel as well, because this, once you're able to engrave it, you can just get a flat amount of defense, and I believe that even on the lowest rarity you get like 800 free defense, which is a really, really big increase in defense for all of your tanks and stuff. And also, not to mention, on all of the other DPS characters like Julius and Noelle, it'll make them a lot more useful whenever they can tank more damage. And then probably the second most important one is going to be your support talents, as once you've done all 6 of these, you can go ahead and carve a stone or engrave a stone, so when you can actually go ahead and increase their speed stat. And the reason why doing this and preparing for this is going to be really, really important. That's if you actually do have the carved stones or engravement stones, whatever you want to call them, then you can actually get a really, really big edge on all of your opponents in arena. The reason why this is so important is because when you go into arena and stuff, Julius and Noelle are going to be characters that literally everyone's going to have. So in order for you to get a much bigger advantage over other people, you can go ahead and increase your Noelle's and Julius's speed. So when you have the mirror match, which is going to be pretty much nigh on every match you have in arena, you can have them pretty much be guaranteed to be faster, as long as the enemy team aren't running someone like Valtos or Finral and you're not. So to farm these talent seeds, the Ice Cavern is going to be the place you're going to want to go to, and the most important ones are going to be the Power Ice Cavern and the Sense Ice Cavern, as you can get the green, and then also the red Talent Flourish seeds as well as the carved stones as well. And the most important carved stone for all of the support ones is going to be the speed one here, as you can go ahead and increase your speed stat on your characters. So I mentioned before about, on the whole patrol stage section, all about skill upgrade materials, as they are also going to be very, very important things that you're going to want to try and pre-farm before Season 2 comes out. As if we go ahead and look at this patrol stage right here, and you can go ahead and get 10 shards of will, you can get 10 fragments of will, and then you can get 10 crystals of will, which are going to be really, really handy in increasing all of your strongest characters' talents and their skills, whatever you want to call it. As upgrading skills are going to yield massive damage bonuses or other bonuses depending on what the skill upgrade effects will actually do. As if you take a look at my Aster currently, he's receiving an extra 40% skill attack damage just from his special skill alone by leveling up to level 3. And leveling up to level 3 is quite easy, but once you get to level 4 and 5, you'll actually start using these crystals of will, which are going to be very, very crucial in making your characters as strong as they possibly can, especially especially when it comes to Julius and Noel. So as you can see, patrol stages right here, these are the patrol stages where you can get these materials from, and then you can also get them from shops and limited time challenges, as I don't think there's currently any limited time challenges where you can actually farm these things. But if we go ahead and go to the Battle Gigas Exchange Center, you can see that you can go ahead and buy these crystals of will, the fragments of will, and then of course the shards of will, but I would recommend buying the SSR Versatile Mage piece first before you buy anything else. And then another place where if you're actually struggling to get some of these materials, because they are actually relatively difficult to get, you can actually get them from your guild shop. If we go ahead into the guild shop right here, you'll see I've already bought all my crystals of will, and then I'm still slowly working on buying the shards and fragments of will as well. You can get, I believe, 5 of the, yeah, you can get 5 crystals of will, and then you can get 8 fragments and then 10 shards, so a pretty decent amount right there. And then this should be resetting every week as well, so make sure you're doing all of your guild missions so you can go ahead and get all of the points that you, or whatever, to help not only your guild out by doing all these missions, but also helping yourself out by getting all of these skill upgrade materials. And then the final place you can get all of these skill level up materials is actually going to be from arenas. You can get quite a lot of these, as you can see, every week, as if you're in Legend 1 you can get up to 50 of these every week, which is ridiculous, and then a bunch more other stuff as well, which is fantastic. But obviously this is very hard to do, so if you can even just get into the upper leagues of Arena in Black Clover Mobile, I think you'll be very, very set, as even at the very bottom of the upper leagues you can still get a bunch of materials which are going to be really, really good. And not to mention, you get a bunch of black crystals, you get a bunch of arena coins as well, which you can never go wrong with, and they're always very, very useful. And then the next thing, and the final thing, which is probably going to be the most important one of them all, as these materials are very, very rare and must be used wisely if you want to reach the top anyways, as the SSR Versatile Mage pieces are going to be very, very crucial in making especially Julius and Noel stronger, and will once again give you a much bigger advantage over all of your upcoming opponents in Arena and other ranked game modes. As essentially the way these Versatile Mage pieces function is basically they can function as a dupe for literally any SSR character in the game. So if I wanted to go ahead, I could feed this dupe into my Asta, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to be saving it for my Julius, who I'll eventually get on Christmas. And these are going to be so important, as the stat bonuses you get from these are ridiculous. So if you look at my Asta, he's getting 400 attack on every single one, which is going to be a total of 2,000 attack increase, which is going to be a crazy damage bonus. So I've already gone over this in a previous video, but I'll just do it here as well. So you can also get these from intermediate mage path missions, and then also the advanced mage path missions as well. As mentioned before, you can get it from the Battle Gigas boss shop, and then you can finally get them from doing your advanced missions, which you'll be able to claim once every 20 days, where you can also get your Key of Reunion as well. But the most important thing, well, one of the most important things anyway, is going to be this SSR Versatile Mage piece, which you can get once you've completed all of your advanced missions. So make sure you're doing all of these things: playing arena, limited challenges, upgrading skills, disassembling gear, reaching level 8 with gear, reach LR with any mage, and then collecting your daily mission rewards. Make sure you're doing all of these, as once those 20 days are up, you're going to want to be able to claim this SSR Versatile Mage piece as soon as you possibly can, so then you can make your Julius or Noel absolutely broken. So there you are, that is it. Those are all the things that you're going to probably want to do before Season 2 starts, as there's a load of things that you need to do, so make sure you start doing them now. But most importantly, if you found that this video helpful, then don't forget to like and subscribe, as it's free and it helps a ton, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!